Hey guys, John here, and welcome to the finale of the Do It For Dale Fantasy Cup and NASCAR Thunder 2004. Oh, it is finally here, guys. It is finally here. The finale, where we will go to the Daytona road course and to Homestead Miami Speedway to wrap this season up. It's going to be pretty exciting. Not points-wise. We obviously are going to have like a 700-point lead when this is all over with, but it's going to be exciting to put a cap on this fun side project that I did, and yeah, have another finished LP in the books. So, without further ado, as I said before, we're going to be racing this paint scheme, the traditional Dale paint scheme, for this race, and yeah, let's head out to Daytona road course.
We're in the infield of the Daytona International Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race. Road course racing at Daytona. Are you sure we're in the right place, Barney?
The Daytona International Speedway hosts everything you can think of in the way of racing. Cars, motorcycles, even go-karts, all of which use the infield road course from time to time. We're in for a real treat today as the NASCAR Winston Cup Series comes to this unusual layout.
Ricky Rudd doesn't surprise anyone with another great start at a road course.
Yeah, the road courses are definitely kind to that team. They consistently qualify well each time we come to these tracks.
Terry Labonte has been called the Iceman because of his cool demeanor under pressure, but maybe the nickname Iron Man is more appropriate.
You know, that's right. Labonte set a record for consecutive race starts with 655. That's over 20 years without missing a race.
Dale Earnhardt is our NASCAR Winston Cup points leader coming into this race.
What a great feeling that must be to have the points lead. Although you also have to think about the guys closing in behind you. One bad day at the track and you got to start climbing the ladder all over again.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Now let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting out front are the DuPont Chevrolet and the Lowe Chevrolet. Starting in row 2 will be the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the UPS Ford. In row 3 are the Dodge dealers UAW Dodge and the Rubbermaid Sharpie Ford. In row 4 are the U.S. Army Pontiac and the 12 car. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the Motorcraft Ford and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet.
All right, here we go. Now, for what it's worth, even though they talked about how this place is used by different series and whatever, this is not the traditional layout for the Daytona road course. I don't know if it's because they didn't have the rights to it or they just didn't want to do the research or what, but in these games, the Daytona road course is, wow, sorry, Ward, it's fictional. It is not laid out like this at all. It's still a good track though. It's still a fun track. It's just not. Oh, okay. All right. That's a good place to get a bunch of points, a lot of places. I mean, but anyway, yeah, it's not accurate to the Daytona road course that you've seen recently, or that the 24-hour guys do, Rolex sports cars or whatever. Not Rolex anymore. What are they called? I don't remember. You know what I mean. But yeah, still, it's cool that it's something that you can do in the game, and it felt like a great addition to this series because I was trying to do every game. Well, Hermie Sadler is going to be real mad. Jeremy's going to be real mad. I'm hitting the curbs. I'm running over people. It's great. It's a good start. I mean, why should anything be different? We've ruffled quite a few feathers in this series. Might as well continue to do so, right? Speaking of feathers we ruffled. Hey, could you calm down and not hit me when I go past? That'd be great. That'd be real swell. I don't think he's quite mad enough for, oh, I clipped that sand. Oh, people are pitting? What? This early? Anyway, but yeah. I don't really have too much to say. I mean, this is the finale, but, you know, there's not a desperate points battle or anything like that. We have dominated this year. We had a few bad races, but we made up for that in winning a lot, which we will look at the end to just note how many times we've won, and we can also note the other people that got wins as well. I'll take a look deeper at the stats, and also how this has affected Dale Earnhardt's career, because, you know, he never ran past the first race of 2001, obviously, RIP, but we've gotten him a lot of wins, and that will have affected his career stats pretty noticeably. Alright, excuse me. So, dive in here. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That tiny little brush made him mad. Okay. You do you, Johnny Benson. You do you. Okay, well, okay, that was not good. So I can understand being mad about that. Try to get a few more here. In the grass, in the grass, in the grass. Gotta get out by the curb. Okay. That was close. And we're into the top 10. Oh, no. He just freaking slammed on the brakes there, man. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that, but... Sorry, Michael. Not intending to upset you so. As I continue to upset you. Dang it. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I really do. I know it didn't get like crazy views, so it wasn't something that a lot of you watched, but I hope those of you that did watch it regularly got some fun out of it. It's definitely a unique idea, you know, to try to get every track in the game into a season, and the variations of different tracks, and to conquer them all, or at least try to. We didn't quite conquer them all, but to try to conquer them all as Dale Earnhardt Sr. That was the goal. We did a lot of last to first challenges, not every track, but most of them. And we didn't always complete the last to first challenge, but we did a lot of the time. So I'm pretty proud of it. I feel like it was a fun series to make, except for a couple races and then the controller issues. Okay, alright. He's real mad at me now, and I'm up here. Okay. That just kept getting worse. But yeah. By the way, these last two episodes, I have been using the new controller that I got, and to replace the other new controller that I got, and it's been way better. I figured might as well just really get into it with Kurt there. Crap. Well, That has changed everything. Once again, the people who people who pitted earlier are going to get the advantage there. That's too bad. Yeah, we have to. Oh boy. Alright, I think we beat everybody off pit road that pitted. And now we find ourselves in 12th behind everybody who pitted earlier. Ooh boy, that was close. Brett Bodine, get out of here. What are you doing up here? We got some strange ones up here. That's for sure. Right. Let's try to get past Christian without getting him even madder. That's a nice move. Alright, we're gonna try to dive bomb some of these dudes up here. Ooh, deep, 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 deep. Yeah. On the track, there we go. Oh yeah. Honestly, this probably worked out pretty good for us. Oh, it was shooting off into the grass there. That probably benefited us because we came out ahead of a bunch of people. And you know what? Fuck you, Kyle, buddy. And now we're just passing these guys who took advantage of the pit situation. A few of them are front runners, though. As you can see, we got Jarrett, Elliott, and Rudd up here who were up here to begin with, I'm pretty sure. But we definitely just passed some people who weren't running as well before. And that's put a buffer between us and like Jeff Gordon and them. So yeah. We're gonna get Jarrett here, I believe. Yeah. And we are into the lead on lap 11. Very nice. Well, this didn't go according to plan exactly. Definitely didn't want to bring out that caution the way we did and what have you, but either way, it's time to check out. All right, white flag. I love how enthusiastic that guy is about it. You either win it or you wear it. Like, what? Oh, man. Alright. These last few turns here, as you can see, we've pulled away real nicely. I set a new best lap once I was away from traffic, too, for the first time. Because so much easier to take advantage of the turns and everything when you're not having to dodge traffic constantly. But yeah, yet another dub. Aw, yeah.
That's a great win for a great team. Let's keep it up.
Wow, we were really
We usually
far out
have
in
more
front.
cautions than that, don't we?
Well, I'd say the fans would probably have liked to see more excitement. I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of caution flags.
Dale Earnhardt got the win with an impressive margin of victory.
He worked hard to build that cushion on his lead. Pays off when you cross the finish line all by yourself.
Dale Earnhardt had some problems on the track with Kurt Busch.
That certainly looks that way. I'm not sure who started everything, but it should be fun to watch over the next couple of races to see what develops.
Yeah, we're probably going to have more run-ins, to be fair. I like how these highlights, like 3 in a row, are me and him having issues. Pretty funny. But yeah. Oh, man. It was like once it started, I was just like, you know what? We're just going to just keep beating and banging for a while, see what happens. I didn't think it would bring a caution out there. A little unfortunate. cool trophy. Nice. Okay, yeah, we may have made a couple people mad. It's fine. All right, so we end up winning by almost 10 seconds over the guy that we were fighting, Kurt Busch. That's pretty funny. Ward Burton, Kevin Harvick, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd, Johnny Benson, Bobby Labonte, Bill Elliott, and Jeff Burton. And as you can see, that's quite a mishmash. It's like Ward Burton started 38th, you know. There were some people that got up here on strategy. Scrolling through the rest of the field, let's see, Jeff Gordon ended up 14th after leading 7 laps, so he gets the most laps led. But scrolling on through, Junior didn't do well. And Tony Stewart went out early. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, moving on. How did that unlock us the All-Star event? Weird. I actually would have liked to have included this into this playthrough, but you can only have 36 events or whatever, so it wouldn't have worked anyway. Maybe I'll do a bonus episode or something where we do this. I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. Anyway, on to the finale. Homestead Miami Speedway.
Welcome to the Homestead Miami Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Ford 400. This is a relatively new track on the NASCAR circuit. Tell us about it, Barney.
Well, with the new additions this year, I expect a different race than we're used to. Usually speeds are relatively tame due to the flatness of the racetrack, but with the new banking added this year, you could expect speeds to be much, much quicker.
Brett Bodine is having some trouble in the points this year.
And of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. You'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Mark Martin hasn't had a good start to the weekend.
You know, I spoke with the guys from that team in the garage this morning, and they said they tried something a little different in qualifying this week. They learned their lesson, though. Stick with what works, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Dale Earnhardt will start the race looking for his 3rd consecutive win.
I spoke with one of the tire changers on that team this morning. He was standing in victory lane when I saw him, and he assured me they'd be there at the end of this race. Well, we'll soon see if that's the case, but with the streak they've been on, I wouldn't put it past them.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Now, let's take a look at the starting lineup.
In the front row are the DuPont Chevrolet and the Dale Jr. Chevrolet. In the second row are the Team Rusty Dodge and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 3 are the Motorcraft Ford and the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. The fourth row has the M&M's Ford and the 12 car. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Stacker 2 Dodge and the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge.
All right. Wow, there's some random people back here with us that you wouldn't expect, like Dale Jarrett back here. What? Okay. Well, anyway, we're underway at Homestead. I do not expect too many issues here, unless we just make a dumb mistake. It's a fairly forgiving track. I am a little concerned that I might have freed up the car too much. So as you know, the whole way I've done this series is no custom setup. I hit default setup at the start just to make sure if there was an existing one there, it goes away. And then I go 2 pounds up on the air pressure for the tires just to give them some longevity. And I go down half to a full round of wedge. And, you know, that depends on the track. But the thing is, I was remembering this place being tight, and so I did a full round, but I think I was thinking of Old Homestead when we were there. Somebody is blowing up already. Who is that? Is that Dale Jr. blowing up? No! Dang. I was hoping we could get a 1-2 here, maybe, because he was qualifying up front. Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, we are a little free. A little free. But yeah, that's too bad for Junior. Anyway, we'll see how this progresses, but I think when tire wear starts to kick in, we might be in a little trouble on that front, but otherwise, we're going to be plenty fast enough here. As you can see, we have already made our way up to 15th, now 13th, so yeah. Not too much of a problem here. Careful now. Ooh, that was sketchy. Two wheels on the apron there made it work. But yeah. I would like to know, though, from those of you who actually did watch and enjoy this, what your thoughts were. What stood out to you, or maybe what your favorite race was. Things like that. Just to get a little interaction from those of you who actually did care about this series. Because I know there wasn't a lot, but I feel like there was at least a few of you who liked it enough to let me know what you liked about it. And if you'd be interested in seeing such a thing again at some point as well. Because as I said, I did have kind of an idea for in the future, not right away, but in the future, maybe taking the same kind of fantasy schedule and Jimmy, that was probably more my fault than anything though. I kind of overcommitted there and did that quarter panel to nose thing. But anyway, this same kind of fantasy schedule, but with maybe a different driver, maybe different restrictions. Some of the ideas I was kicking around would be restricting myself to maybe just in-car view or cockpit view. Maybe doing it without assist, though that would be a disaster. Because I'm real bad at this game without assists. At least some assists, but you know, it's a possibility, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. And then I was also thinking about, as far as drivers go, we could go with maybe an underdog, maybe a Ken Schrader, Kenny Wallace, one of those guys who wouldn't normally run up front and get him to have a dominant season. Or if we want to keep it kind of like we did here, I was thinking about maybe a Richard Petty season could be interesting. I don't know. Something to think about. But yeah, you just have to let me know if you guys have any thoughts or interest in that. Again, it wouldn't be anytime soon though. I'll definitely be putting this aside for quite some time, because we have to focus on 07 for a while. But you know, if a spot opened up in my schedule and I'm just like, yeah, I feel like I'd play in one of the older games, doing another custom schedule or something. I'm not sure if it would be this specific game again. It might be, because honestly, it does provide possibly the best selection of custom tracks. It doesn't have every single one, like, I forget which one it is. I think it's 07 has a track that's unique, but it also loses a couple. Like, you're not going to get Homestead Classic in any other game, you know what I mean? So there's that. So we led that lap. We took the lead before halfway. I did not pay attention to when halfway was on my fuel, but we cruised to the front there for sure. People are pitting, I see now. But this should be no big deal, except for, as I said, getting a little too loose with tire wear as it goes. But we're coming up on pitting here pretty soon anyway, so it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I don't know, just some things to think about for sure. And again, I just like some feedback from those who enjoyed the series. Just let me know what you thought. The thing about doing a series like this is that it's kind of like easy content. Like, I don't have to do too much work. Like, if the end goal is just winning the championship, obviously that's super easy. Career mode in these old games, that makes things hard, right? Because you're starting out with nothing and building your way up. But when you're doing a season mode, you're already in like the best of the best equipment or whatever, so it doesn't feel the same. So the difficulty level just isn't really there. But yeah, I think this series was more about showcasing all these different tracks and you know, doing it for Dale. Honestly, I almost ran in the back end. I don't know if that would have been possible or not. And we'll buff the dents out of it, sure. I think I might go to half on that, yeah. Alright. Pit stop completed. Jeff actually beat me off pit road there, huh? That's kind of weird. Did they not take the access road in this game? Oh, he hadn't pitted yet. I see. Well, that makes sense. Neither has Bobby Labonte. So I'm a lap down currently. If caution comes out, that's bad. Let's make sure not to have that happen. But anyway, another thing I wanted to make note of here, give a little shout out. Those of you who have been around this channel for a while, or my other channel, you know of Mikey McBlam, McBlam Entertainment, McBlam Racing. That dude puts so much effort into his content. It's always a good time. Very high quality productions. Puts a lot of story into his gameplay for games that maybe don't have story. And it's a lot of fun. So if you are interested in watching another racing channel, I highly recommend McBlam Racing. If I don't remember the link in the description, I'm pretty sure he's in my recommended channels thing on my main channel page. But definitely check out. He's got a NASCAR Thunder 2003 career mode that's been going for a long time. He's making his way up to the point where he's got, you know, a real shot at winning a championship. He played on the highest difficulty, so yeah, he's definitely got a huge challenge there. But it's really fun to watch, and he does very cool, like, TV style presentations and intros and stuff. And I think you guys would really dig it if you haven't checked him out. He also has some other series going with NASCAR Heat 4 and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely go over and check him out. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because I used to watch like a lot, like whenever I was heavy into a game, I would watch a lot of different Let's Plays of that, right? Like when I got into Minecraft, sorry, I don't know why my allergies are really acting up today. I keep sneezing in the most inopportune moments. Excuse me, David Green, don't know why you're back here by yourself. But anyway, whenever I first got into Minecraft, I watched so much Minecraft, so many different channels and everything. And then I sort of reached a point where, okay, I don't need to watch all of these people. Like, I like them all still, but I don't have time for this or the attention span for this. So then you kind of fall off. And the same with, like, racing stuff, you know? Whenever I was really obsessed with a certain NASCAR game or just NASCAR games in general, you know, there was a bunch of different people I would watch. But you know, over time they fall off. I will say that that with my buddy McBlam, it isn't just because we're friends that I watch his content, because I have a lot of friends who make content and I don't always have time to watch every video they put out. It's just how it is. Like, I'll try my best to open the video up, give it some view time, or throw a like on it or whatever, but it's hard to make time to watch a lot of different things anymore. But I'll tell you, when Mr. McBlam uploads one of his videos, I make time for that because it's always entertaining. So yeah, I just felt like giving him some shout out here, because for the amount of effort he puts in, he really doesn't have a lot of subs or views, and I think that is a crime. And it's mostly YouTube's fault because they freaking hate small channels. But yeah, I mean, look at this channel, right? I had like 649 subs when I came back, and we've gained like 2, I think. Net gained 2 subscribers since I've been putting all this effort in the last few months. So YouTube just hates us. But in his case, like, yeah, he deserves a lot more views. So definitely go check him out. Anyway, shout-outs aside, we are getting down to it here, and we have pulled away in a big way, in a really big way. We are just insanely fast. There is no question about that. Yeah, get past Kevin LePage here. We get 2 to go. Season coming to an end here. And it's been a fun one. I have enjoyed it a lot. Again, I hope you have as well. And it was cool to pay some tribute here to the Intimidator. He was definitely taken too soon. And it's been really cool to give him one more crazy dominant season. I don't know the exact win total just yet, but we will go over that. Stanton Barrett, you're going to get in the way on the last lap of the last race, I believe. Wow. And your Odeban Bojangles forward. Alright. But yeah. Bringing it out of turn 4. We have won. Heck yeah. And we are going to do a burnout for that. I know it's not the day away exactly, but we're going to do us a burnout here because why not? If we could get some smoke, game, why do you do this to me? Always when I want to do something cool. There you go. Thank you. Alright. We actually blew the engine. Wow, that's funny. But we're going to go ahead and do the Polish victory lap in honor of Alan Kulwicki. Bringing all the way around. Saluting the fans. Driver's side to the fans. That was the purpose. And yep. That is the end of our season. Come on now. One more. There you go. Heck yeah. It exploded. Yes.
A rare caution-free race.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
Dale Earnhardt was the car to beat all race long.
Yeah, no doubt he deserves the victory. What an incredible race for all the guys on that team.
That's it. That was a short speech, wasn't it? But I'm glad we freaking grenaded that sucker on the burnout. That's awesome. These aren't the greatest of angles for my thumbnail. Come on, game. All right. We didn't really make anybody mad that race. I think we pretty much had everyone calm down. So we might have bumped a couple people, but not really. So that's cool. Yeah, we did the thing. Not only did we win the championship, of course, which you could see there with the trophy, but of course won this race in a big way. 12.8 second lead at the end over Jeff Gordon, who was our main rival this season. And look at Ward Burton with like back-to-back top fives. What the heck? That's a big deal for him. But yeah. Jeff Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, who rebounded from a DNF last race. Ward Burton, Ricky Rudd, Kevin Harvick, Elliott Sadler, Rusty Wallace, Johnny Benson. And here is the rest of the field. Pretty much what you would expect for the most part, I'd say. Down through here, we have Ricky Craven, who DNF'd, and of course Dale Jr., who DNF'd really early. And then a few people went a lap down at the end. Where did Dale Jarrett end up, actually, after he started in the back? He ended up 17th, so not too bad, not too bad. But hey, we tied for most laps led with Jeff, so that's cool. Bobby Labonte led too as well. And yeah, it's time to move on. All right, guys, so let us look at the point standings. As we wrap up this Fantasy Cup, we had a 737 point lead. That's crazy, yo. Pretty big deal indeed over Jeff Gordon. Then there was Ryan Newman. Dale Jr. ended up 4th. He barely held on to 4th, actually, with that DNF. I'm glad he did. Was hoping he'd be able to get up here at some point, but just had some bad finishes throughout the season. We had Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Johnson, Sterling Marlin, Rusty Wallace, Tony Stewart, and Dale Jarrett rounding out our top 10. Look through some of these other guys. Ward Burton, honestly, right at the end of the year, poured on some speed and got himself in the top 20 in points. So good deal for him. Jamie McMurray, I remember, won a race at some point. That was the thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at driver respect at the end. Kurt was still pretty mad. Petty was a little mad. Everybody else just sort of ruffled feathers. But Dale Jr. stayed our ally because we kept sort of building up a buffer there. And then let's look at these weekly awards. So for Daytona road course, Jeff Gordon was the pole award and front runner. We had picking up places in fast pace. Casey Mears got rookie of the race, and Dale Jarrett had the most exciting pass. At Homestead, Jeff Gordon had the pole. We got front runner and picking up places. Jack Sprague had the fastest pace. Okay. Jamie McMurray was the rookie of the race, and Johnny Benson had the move of the race. Rookie of the year, Jamie McMurray won that pretty handily. Over 400 points, so yeah. And Casey Mears, Christian Fittipaldi, Greg Biffle, Jack Sprague, and everybody else. I think everybody else just ran a partial season, so it really didn't matter for them. Pole award. We ended up getting 4, and 2 of those were an accident. There was only 2 that I meant to qualify for, and then the 2 that I sort of forgot and qualified for. So this really shouldn't have been this high, but either way, we ended up with 4 poles. Jeff Gordon got 17 poles on the season. That's insane. And there's the rest of them. Manufacturer, of course, went to Chevrolet with me and Jeff up there dominating. There's really not much chance of that changing. And Junior as well. So, yeah, but Dodge got 2nd over Ford. So that's something that happened. Look at the lap champions. We had that by a lot. Quite a lot. And, yeah, 346 laps over Jeff Gordon with 188, and Dale Jr. is 126. Scroll down through and just see some of the random people who might have also got some laps led. Ward Burton led a lap. So, there you go. Jeff Green actually led 3. So that's the thing that happened. All right, that is the awards section. And the other thing that I wanted to do was scroll through our schedule here. So, as you can see, started the year off with a win, but we didn't win the second race. Jeff Gordon actually won that. That was when I was questioning my last to first stuff at New York Metro, because it didn't go quite well for us. But so we had Earnhardt, Gordon, Earnhardt, Wallace, Earnhardt, That was quite a stretch of wins. Is that our longest streak? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 in a row. 8 wins in a row. That's a lot. So then Kenseth, McMurray, there's the win from him. Then Dale, Marlon, Dale. Well, Dale, but a different one. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7 that time. So Jarrett, Earnhardt, Jarrett, Earnhardt, Labonte, Earnhardt. So our longest win streak was 8 in a row, and then we had a 7 in a row. That's pretty crazy. And we won the last 3 races in a row. Pretty darn cool. So if I go here, this is another thing I wanted to show off. So here you have it. 28 wins this year for Dale Earnhardt Sr. 31 top 5s and 34 top 10s in 36 races. Average finish 3. Well, 3.1, but I like that it's 3. That's pretty cool. So if we look at this now, that put him at 104 wins, which means he was just 1 win away from tying David Pearson for second and 2 wins away from taking second altogether. Dang it. I wish I could have got 2 more wins. 2 more wins. That would have been dope to have him be second overall. But hey, still insane. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, that is it. That is our series. And wow, what a crazy series it has been. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, be sure to hammer that like button. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. If this is the first time you're seeing this, hit that subscribe button because I got more content like this coming. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And I will see you guys in the next series for more. Bye.